Hi guys, so last couple of weeks I've been working on this inventory system, and I can say that this inventory system is like my fifth inventory system in games that works, and I can say that this inventory system is the best that I ever made. In complexity and in simplicity and in code, in backend, last one inventory system code was I can say code was like it works, it have crafting, it have everything, but in some way code was like spaghetti code. But this inventory system, it's like in code, in backend, it's the best that I ever done, and I can say that I do not know can you make the better code for inventory than this. It is all done in C++ and in blueprinting widgets. Visually it's not the greatest, but I can change that whenever I want. I remember when I started this game dev journey and learning everything, I wanted to make like inventory, At that time I did not know what I'm doing, I did not know code, I did not understand code, I did not understand anything. Even I did not understand the difference with local variables and global variables. And I remember that was like 10 years ago, maybe more, I do not know. It do not matter. I remember trying to make the inventory system for the first time, and it was mess, and I gave up. I gave up on it. I gave up on in that time and gave up on game dev. At that time I remember Blender was not popular like in present times, and I was trying so hard to understand what are items, slots, how can I, but I did not know what I'm doing. That's why I took like a couple of weeks to make the greatest code for inventory system that will use me for life. I did not make this alone. For this inventory just in code, I have a joint effort with AI, with DeepSeek, not an agent, but with just regular chatbot, DeepSeek AI, because I'm still learning C++, I'm still learning Unreal. But for the first time, it was the best experience. I did not just vibe code it and copy paste code. I join effort it with AI, and I understand everything and how everything works. I type every single letter in code, and I integrate it with my game, my old code. And this lead me about topic of AI. I do not know what I can tell you about. That we are living in some crazy times, When I started this, there was no AI. Nobody used Blender. I do not know what I'm doing. I did not know. I did not understand code, I can just tell you that we are living in some crazy times, very crazy times. And when people are talking about look at these billboard trees, and when people are talking about AI code slope, I'm against like copy paste or agent vibe coding, but I'm for learning with AI, I learn so much. For example, I learned how to make the structs in C++, Structs are like data sets, are like data containers. And when you make C++ class, you cannot inherit struct, And then with help AI, I made like empty object class, and then delete every single piece in that file, and then learn how you make struct class, from that object. That's like some hacking, I don't know. And then I learned very, very pressure information. I know that could work, but it did not cross my mind. Like in one Unreal C++ class, you can declare another class. So in one, when you make like inherit, user widget call it my class, I don't know. In that class, you can declare multiple classes order in that single file. I did not think about it. It is a great solution for some problems, This is all my classes that I made in C++. as you can see, it's a lot. If it's a lot of moving parts, but I understand everything, what is going on, and I have a couple like blueprint classes. I've been listening to a lot of people and watching a lot of people talking about AI and on internet in general. People are talking like AI slop code, AI slop. Yes, slop is in art, but I do not know what I can tell you about slop code. My last inventory that I made in Godot, it was working inventory. It had crafting, inter pickup, it had everything. You inventory ID you can make like in this inventory that I made in last couple of weeks. You can make like different inventory with different IDs. ID it's like string, so I can make just multiple millions of inventories, and it's so, and multiple inventory with different rows and columns, And my last one inventory in Godot, now I can tell it was slop. It was slop. I'm not ashamed on that. It was slop. It was so code diluted. I did not know what everything is going on. I made like the best inventory in my whole life. I make my wish come true when I was 10 years younger. When I studied this. After 10 years, I made the best backend code, and that in C++. I understand everything, and before I tested everything in code, I knew that this will work perfectly. I'm at that stage. In code, I know it will work or it will not work. It is great to see how you advance, and that keep you on what you learn, everything, and that keep you on in this business and in life in general. But always it stay with me like one thought, and that was, could I make this alone, this beautiful code? Could I make it alone without AI? That will always stay with me. Could I make it alone? I do not know. Maybe in like 5 months. That will be everything for this video. Thank you. Please leave, comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.